Just to start with, one thing that people keep talking about is Gini Wijnaldum's situation. I just wonder, what more can you do to persuade Gini to sign a new deal, and how hopeful are you that a resolution can be reached in what appears to be a bit of a stalemate at the moment?
There's really nothing to say about it. I think I said everything about it, how much I like the person and the player, so there's really nothing else to say about it. That's not good or bad news, that's just how it is. So if there would be a decision, you would know it, and about the rest, there's nothing to say.
Also, another thing that people keep talking about is the potential for bringing in a centre-half in this transfer window. Can you say now categorically that you won't bring in a centre-half? And if not, what steps are actively being taken to bring one in?
No, I cannot say definitely we will not bring it. It's just not likely because of the situation in the world. So we should not forget that the situation is a tough one for all people and for football clubs as well. There might be, and I don't know, there might be some clubs with absolutely no financial, I don't want to make it, I'll use the wrong word because then you make a big fuss of it, but without any financial problems. But we have to, this club always was and will always be, with these owners for sure, just very responsible with the things we do. So if the world would be in a normal place, let me say like this, everything would be fine. We won the league, won the Champions League, blah, blah, blah. The club is in the best possible situation. And then you have three centre-halves, senior centre-halves, plus Fabinho, plus kids, three senior centre-halves all injured. Is that a situation where you usually would do something? Yes, definitely. But we are not in that situation. And so I don't know if something will happen or not. And what I said about it, then you maybe could do something, but it would be kind of a short-term solution. And we don't have that short-term solution, but that's not right because it doesn't help really. And then we have to deal with the situation like how we did it so far and have to get through this. So it's not the best moment for the whole planet. So why should it be for a football club?
In terms then of this game, Jurgen, what importance, can you sum up the importance of it in light of the defeat there earlier this season, but also in terms of putting new momentum into the season?
Yeah, it's important. Of course, so it's FA Cup. We didn't go so far in that competition. I don't think we were blessed with sensational draws so far. Now we go to Aston Villa, which is a tough one as well. But no, we always took it very seriously and do it this time as well. So, but we cannot forget the intensity of the period we are in and all these kind of things. So, but it's important. Like football games are important. We are professional football players or coaches or manager, and the only thing we have to do actually is to win football games and to try to make sure that we really can do that. And that's a very important competition. So we will try to win that. About the momentum, yes. Of course, each win helps, that's clear. And so we try to do.
Okay, James Mountford, if you want to go next, please.
Hello, Jurgen. Good afternoon. I wondered, how do you balance the need to give some players who haven't been in the regular 11 of late some game time with, I suppose, getting consistency out of the ones that have been?
Yes, but it's difficult. So the problem, of course, is, and that's always like this, in times when a lot of players are injured, which we are in, and it was even worse in the last few weeks, players come back, and then you try to get rid of them, but at the same time, they need to get rid of them, but at the same time, you have to win football games and all these kind of stuff. So it's not that easy. So we need to find the balance and to field a team which we didn't change too much. but bring in fresh legs again. The rhythm is a different issue. We cannot really sort. We have to sort that step by step, but we cannot do that in one game and use now the FA Cup to give players rhythm. And the opponent is just too strong for that. So, but we have, after Aston Villa game, we have, I think, 8 days between the two games and between Villa and Man United. So that's a long training week, or longer even, where we can really do a lot of stuff in 11. If we have 11 situations where we really, which will help the players a lot, especially the players who were out for a while. And after that, we will be in a different place.
And can I just ask, on the injury front, Naby Keita, is there much hope of him being back soon?
Yes, soon, yes, but not for the Villa game.
Okay, Carl Markham, do you want to go next, please?
Hi, Jurgen. Hi. There's been a bit of debate about Trent's form after the game at Southampton. Much was made of the fact how much possession he gave away. I'm just wondering what you thought of his form and how he was coping this season, because he had obviously a bit difficult start to the season.
Yeah, that's normal. We play football in public, and then if you have that. If you make people used to the level Trent showed over the last 3-4 years, I don't know, since he started playing with us, pretty much, that's normal. I mean, a game like this, that was an obvious case of not his best game. Absolutely, he knows that. We know that. That's clear. There are explanations for this season if you want, but he had good games as well. Absolutely, and he helped us a lot in different moments. But the reason is he had directly was out for a while with early COVID, then had an injury. But didn't help, so had no preseason really, if you want. And then after, with the quality he has and the situation we were in, he played pretty early. So all these kind of things, I think, he's now getting there. So just physically, I think he's fine. Now he has to find just his top shape again, and that will happen rather soon than later.
Just generally on the team's form, the last 2 years have gone so well for you. Is this the bump in the road that was inevitably going to come at some point with the form just dropping off a little bit?
No, we are not waiting for it. We don't enjoy it or whatever. But it's how you said it. It's not unlikely that these kind of things happen. It started with good games, which we didn't win, and there were not too many really bad games. But of course, we create a lot, we shoot a lot, we have a lot of possession, and then we don't have the decision making. The last third was not that good. That's clear. But how is that? We were not waiting for it, but now we know the last. I think we only won 2 of the last 6, drew 3, lost 1. That's not the standard we expect from ourselves, obviously. So we don't take it easy, but we still see what we can improve, what we have to improve, and don't think now everything was bad in the last few weeks. The league is too strong. That if you struggle a little bit, then immediately the results go the other way because your opponents are fighting with all they have. And you saw that against Southampton. Southampton, I think, had so far this season only City had more possession than them. With 51, we had 75%. So that was we really were dominant, but in the end, we didn't get the ball over the line for different reasons, and that's what we know, what we see, and what we are working on.
Okay, Neil, next, please.
Hi, Jurgen, you okay? I just want to ask about Minamino. Obviously, he made his debut in the FA Cup third round last year. He's been at the club just over a year now. I wondered how you viewed his progress and what you've made of his first year. Obviously, it's not been an easy one for him on and off the pitch.
No, it of course. I don't think it was a very difficult one, but I know what you mean. And now you come in a new club, and then everybody thinks that you will directly score 20, 30, 40 goals and stuff like this. So, but he is in a good shape, and really good shape. He developed, so he got used to it. He was a good player when we signed him, obviously, but he got used to the intensity, the league, training, all this stuff. and made big steps. Yes, and I know in the last game I think he played was Crystal Palace when he won 7-0, since then we didn't win anymore. Yeah, we should think about involving him, obviously.
Hi. Jurgen, just ask you about Diogo Jota. He's about 4 weeks, I think, now into his rehab. Is he getting on, and when are you hoping to have him back?
It will still take time. He's still wearing the brace. So that means he's still a few weeks away from team training, obviously. So there's nothing really to say that takes time. There was no surgery needed, which is good, but it was a proper injury. So, and it's not that a little knock or something. No. And it will still take time. No real time frame there.
And just in terms of Joel Matip, do you think, has he got any hope of being fit for the Manchester United game?
We'll get tired, but yes, we try. We try working on that, obviously. So, how I said, until the United game, we still have, not sure, 9 days then. So we try. It's in a good way, but if it will be United or a few days later, I don't know. After United game, we obviously will play, I think, every 3 days again. And I think that's pretty sure. The United game, we will see.